Hello everybody and welcome to the 23rd episode of Mad as a Goat. You may notice over the next episodes from here that there's going to be more little drawings put on this. That's because I've moved the Mad as a Goat set to my bedroom, so I've got a lot of time to just fuck around when I'm bored with the sign. Anyway, today it's the 7 deadly sins, and I'm basically going to break it down and tell you why these shouldn't really be sins just across the board. There are times where these things are not appropriate, but common sense and being a good person should be able to stop you from using them in the wrong way, instead of having them as just, no, not allowed to do that. For instance, number one that I'm going with, lust. It's sometimes needed, okay? I'm going to say something, an opinion of mine, which is going to be really unpopular, but I'm going to say it anyway. Lust is love. Okay, anytime that you are with a person and you think, oh, this feeling in my heart that just makes us feel like we're close together, we just feel like we're one, it's because you're both fucking horny. It has nothing to do with your heart or emotions or nothing like that. It's called lust, okay? Lust should not be a sin because without it, humans wouldn't have a reason to procreate and our species would die off. So that's lust. Well and good taken care of. Let's just cross him out because lust is needed for the species to live on. Without lust, we all die, or our species dies out. That's the end of it. Good night. Lust is love also. So the next time you're with a girl and you're like, I love her, I just want her to be around me all the time, it's because her face looks good and you love looking at those melons. Nothing to do with love. And next one, gluttony. Well, this one, yeah, that's a fair point. Gorging yourself with food is never a good thing. If people took this gluttony one as the most serious of the sins, there wouldn't be as many fat Christians. But no, they want to go with lust and envy and all that other bullshit. No, gluttony, we can push that aside. No, gluttony, I haven't really got much to say about that. I'm going to give that one a tick. Because, yeah, gluttony isn't the greatest thing in the world. It can lead to health issues and, you know, it doesn't look nice when your ass is the size of a Volkswagen. Greed. Greed, another one which is going to get a tick because greed is needed. Without greed, you basically have no motivation to get a job. Okay, and you become a failure. The only reason I got a job is because I need money. And why do I need money? So I can get the things I want and live the way I want to live. That's very greedy, but it's necessary, and it's going to give me the building blocks and skills to move on in my life. If I wasn't greedy at all, if I just took it as a sin and went, no greed, what motivation would I have to get up at 5 in the morning and go to work? Why? Because I love washing dishes? No, because I like getting those dollars. So greed gets a big fat tick along, or no, that gets an X, because it shouldn't be a sin, okay? So gluttony, fair enough, that should be a sin. Lust, no. Greed, we need that, okay? Don't get stupid, we need greed. Next one, envy. Envy, that's another one. Yeah, it is a sin. You shouldn't be envious of anyone else. Like, look, I'm not the greatest looking guy in the world. I'm not the most intelligent guy in the world. I'm not even the best speaker in the world. But I'm not going to mope around and cry because there's someone better than me. They can all eat my balls. But, so I'm not envious of others. But that must mean I'm pretty proud of myself. Yes, I have pride. I'm guilty of that sin. So that should go. You have to be proud of yourself. You know what the opposite of pride is? Depression. When you have no pride in yourself, you're a depressed fuck. Because you just think you're a piece of shit. So that being a sin is stupid. You're basically telling people, look, you're just a little piece of God. You don't mean much. Yeah, that doesn't feel very good, does it? What a stupid fucking sin. Sloth, aka laziness, I'd have to agree with that. I'd have to agree. Yeah, that's a big no-no. We'll give that an X, because you shouldn't be lazy, alright? On your weekends, that's where it gets a little bit shady, you see what I mean? It's kind of a yes and a no with the whole sloth thing, because, you know, on your time off, you should be allowed to relax. If you never just fully sloth out and just go full do nothing, you'd end up dying. The body needs time to just stop. So, But laziness as an overall lifestyle, being a sloth as a lifestyle, nah, that's a bad thing. But kind of shady because it's okay at times. Wrath, our last one, it's needed. Again, like with greed, you need wrath at times. Okay, when you're off to work, you need to be a greedy cunt and do your best so you can make those dollars and progress up the chain. But you also need wrath to stand up for what you believe in. I'll give you an example. The wrath brought on to the LAPD by the African Americans in 1965 was totally justified. These people were living in a time where if you had a skin of a certain colour, you couldn't roll down the block without a cop busting your window in and pulling you out of the car. Now you're going to turn around and say to them, well, don't get violent. Just because they're beating your skull in and killing your whole family, don't be getting violent. No, they had to show their wrath. So after this rant, what I've realised is some of these sins could work, but not really. Overall, they just don't work. The 7 deadly sins is a good guide to becoming a depressed, submissive, fucking piece of crap. Your life's gonna suck if you follow these 100%. But by that same token, we can take little bits out of it to help each other, okay? We shouldn't be gluttonous pigs. That's a good thing. We shouldn't just be lazy sloths sitting around all day. And we shouldn't be too envious of others. That's pretty much all I can take from that. The rest of it, it needs to be applied. You have to be greedy. You gotta be a bit lustful. And pride, it's the building block to confidence. And without confidence, you have suicide. So that was my breakdown and my opinion of the 7 deadly sins. I guess this is the part where I wrap it up, but see how I've drawn like a really pathetic middle finger there and I got the black dick there. I thought for a little bit of something different, and this is going to ruin this, and it already has. I'm going to write, see you on the potato side. That ruined it. Oh well, see you on the potato side.